Boy Fire Dragon DBZ. You know how it is. You know how I do. So there's a discussion. I put up this post on Facebook, and me and my couple of my battles, we were having a discussion about it. So it's basically about child support and how child support is unfair. And the reason why child support is unfair because child support has two main reasons. One, to break up and unstabilize the family home, and two, so they can profit off of it. Because what people don't know is, and what they fail to realize, is the truth about this country. And so when you're so brainwashed and you believe this country is so great that you really can't see what's going on, so the issues never get fixed. But one thing is for sure is the simple fact that how can I put this? You have it to where there are a lot of women who claim that that the child support payments that they get is not enough. Really? Not enough? Are we seriously discussing this? Your child support payments are not enough? Come on now. Come on now with that. That's kind of the reason why I really haven't been trying to have kids, because one thing is, I'm not trying to be in a situation to where I can't take care of my child and myself because she wants more and more money, which basically most of it doesn't even get spent on the child when it comes to some females. Now, there are some females who are good parents who do take care of the child, but I believe, like, for you to sit up there and still get like $300 to $400 a month for your child, and you're still asking for more, to me that's morally wrong. Like, say for instance, okay, you're in a relationship, each you making $2,000 a piece, you have one child, but on average you're spending about $400 a month on that child, and that's for their needs. And then some of it be extra stuff like after school activities and stuff like that. But for their needs, you're spending $400. So that's $200 between each parent to take care of the child. So a situation like that is easy. But then in that same situation, all your bills and stuff are split as well. Do you see what I'm saying? So when you separate from each other, why is it that the man has to pay the whole $400? And then you had a woman who said, well, it's hard because we have to take care. I said, yeah, that man has to do the same thing. You remember, there's two people in a relationship. So when you split, now that you're single, you're paying all your bills and paying for the child. He's doing the exact same thing. So why would the math on there be any different than when you had it before? You see what I'm saying? So if you're paying your own bills, if you're making $2,000 a month and your bills average around $1,000, you're still paying an extra $150 to $200 for that child. That man's gonna go through the same thing. So should he not spend the same $200 that he spent while y'all was in a relationship? Even though you save more money because y'all bills are split, now that y'all split up, y'all each single, which means you're going to take care of your own bills. Now, wouldn't it be fair to sit up there and still haven't paid the same $200? But no, it's not like that. Now they got it to where the father's not only paying $400, but he's paying more than the $400. They got it to where the father is now paying like a ludicrous amount of money just to take care of one child. And then you got some females who be like, well, that ain't enough. Well, you don't have to make it enough. Because to me, that's bull crap for the man to sit up there and have to spend all this damn money taking care of himself and also taking care of his child. Now, is he wrong for taking care of his child? No. You know what I'm saying? Is he wrong for thinking that concept? No, he's not. My thing is, hold up, let me move something real quick. All right, I had to move something quick. So, my thing is that why is it that when it comes to that situation, it still can't be even? It still can't be the way it is. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, I've personally went through it as a child from a split parent home. And without delving too much into the personal, there are experiences to where the mother will literally push away the father from the kids and make it look like the father is the bad guy. Even though I found out later on in life that wasn't really true. And see, that's the thing that really kind of upsets me is that women need to stop painting this picture as all men being bad. Just because you went through a bad situation don't mean all men are bad. But at the same time, you got it to where women don't go for the guy they know is going to treat them right. And I've talked about this before because they feel that he's too nice. So you're trying to sit up here and say you don't want this guy because he's too nice, but the same guy you rather pick the guy you know is not going to make a good father. It's like you know this because you try to avoid the nice guy as much as possible. And I've literally seen this firsthand. Not all women do this. Otherwise, the whole country would be broke up. But the majority of females I've seen do this will always choose that guy who ain't worth a damn because they like the bad boy type. But don't ever think, okay, you can't build a future with this person. You want to go there and be all side, be the bad boy because you're young and okay, that's good. Now, when you get pregnant, you got pregnant by choice. Unless he forced you, that's something different. I don't want to talk about that shit. Dudes like that should die. But and if it's willingly and you chose to be in that situation, then you should know the consequences that don't come with that. You already know, okay, if he's not a good father figure or anything like that, you already know he's not going to, be there with you the whole entire time. You know what I'm saying? And even if circumstances seem to happen, if he cheats or anything like that, yeah, he cheated. He's wrong for that. But do not make the kids suffer for something he decided to be stupid on. Okay? Let this man know that, hey, we're not together, but you still going to have to take care of your kids. You still going to have to come get your kids. You still going to have to come see your kids. Okay? Also as well, we got this thing where some females be like, well, and I'm not gonna say who, but from personal experience, from what somebody told me, is that they got the extra recitals and stuff like that. That's extra. I'm talking about the actual needs. What you need for that kid to live, not after school programs or anything like that. What you need for that kid to live. Okay, food, water, clothes, shelter. Okay, those are the 4 essentials. The closest ones to those is basically health, which is basically like your doctor's appointments and stuff like that. And also education. So there's the main 6 things that really a child needs. And it's been like this for thousands of years. Ancient cultures had it to where everybody took part in taking care of the children that was growing up within that particular group, environment, or village. But now, because we've been Americanized and Europeanized, they now have it to where, the man has to be the breadwinner. And the woman has to stay at home. But even then, aren't you using the man's money to do these things? They complain about the man not doing these things, but I'm like, if he's busy working and you're at home doing these things, aren't you using his money to do these things? So we can't sit up there and say that the man's not really doing anything and taking part and putting in his home. And when you're the one who's going out, staying at home, taking care of the kids, keeping the house clean, and making sure the kids are educated and fed and stuff like that. But at the same time, the father needs to make sure he's in that situation. That's the reason why I don't believe in that the man should be the breadwinner of the household. To me, that's bullshit. I believe both parents can do it. Both parents can balance it out. That way, both parents can be around the child equally. And that's the thing. If you balance it out and you can make it work. Problem is, a lot of people don't either want to make it work because they think it's too much trouble, or they just don't know how to make it work. Now, I'm not claiming to be an expert on it, but what I'm saying is from my personal experience as being a child within that situation is that there's got to be some way to where we can actually have it to where you have the father and the mother within the situation of the life within the home, and at the same time have both those parents get together and put in and taking care of those kids. And the biggest problem is that a lot of people don't believe in that concept. They don't follow that particular concept. And basically they still believing in this American belief that it has to be one way. You also got a lot of women who claim the reason why they're getting paid less is because they're the ones who have to take off for paternity leave and stuff like that. There's a coworker of mine, I'm not going to say his name, who is a, single father, had a divorce. Not only does he take care of his son, because like I said, there are good fathers out there, but he's also in a situation where he has to work two jobs because he has to pay, support his child support payments. And so with him working two jobs and having to still pay this lot of money, I'm not going to give you the amount, but there's a lot of money in child support payments where one job has to be specifically used to pay for child support and the other has to be used to sustain itself. Do not ever say that the man doesn't have to do that. You know what I'm saying? And then he still has to try to spend time with his child. That's the honest to God truth, the other end of the child support thing. That's what they don't want to tell you. They want to make it look like the mother's the one that's doing everything. But the father is actually doing everything well, especially if he's a good father. He's going through the same situation that you claim that you're going through, that men don't go through. So the thing is, we're seeing it one-sided. We're not seeing it from both perspectives. It's the reason why everything's not working. And that's the biggest problem, is that you're not seeing it from the man's point of view. You're not seeing what the man goes through, because basically, like, oh, he's a man. That's it. He can handle it. Like, really? It's like, come on, like we gotta be for real. Like, you can't sit up there and be like, well, he's a man, he should be able to handle it. And then be like, well, I'm a woman, so I should get all the... There's also situations where I've literally seen females, and there's some females in my family who actually said this. They literally said that, and I'm going to look directly in the camera when I said this. They literally said that they do not want the dude to see his kids, but they still want the child support. Like my cousin literally said, no, I'm not going to let him see his daughter. He don't need to see her, but I'm still going to get that child support. I'm going to make sure I get that money from him. No female has made a big uproar about that. No female has said how unfair it is for certain females to actually be like that. You never hear that. And this is a good dude. Like, this dude actually wants to see his daughter, but she refused to let him see his daughter, but she wants to put him on child support payments, which then what pissed me off even more is that the next time I seen her, her daughter is wearing dirty diapers and she's sitting out here all fresh and all clean and stuff. Got your hair done to go to the club, but your daughter look a damn mess. But you the same one who crying about he ain't gonna see his daughter, but you want that money from him. That's bullshit, man. That's bullcrap. Are there women in the world who exist like that? Yes, there are, man. They exist, man. They're real. And the thing is, it's like you got good people, you got bad people. You got good parents, you got bad parents. You got good men and you got bad men. You got good women, you got bad women. The problem is, we see everything as the women being weak, so we have to give everything to them, and the man is being this dog character, so we have to just take everything from him. And that's what they put you on. That's the society that Americans have built for you to believe in, and it's not true. It's not real. There are plenty of good men in this country, in the world even, that are willing to support their family even after a mess up. But the thing is, soon as y'all break up, don't be running to court crying child support. That pisses me off. Try to at least work the situation out, because there are plenty of men who are willing to work the situation out to where it benefits the child. But the problem is, you got these women, and the first thing they do is child support. And I feel a lot of these women, not all of them, I have to make that clear, because every time you say something, people always generalize everything. A lot of women will get to the point where they don't want to pay any of their money. They don't want to spend any of their money on the child. So what they do is they get the father to spend all the money on the child, and they say, well, I take time with the child and do this and that. But you're not spending any of your money. You're spending his money. Even though you're saying you're there, you're spending his money. Do you see what I'm saying? But you're not giving him any time with the child. So I'm like, if you're going to spend his money, how about you give him time with the child? How about you do that? I know other people, and I, like I said, not going to put on blast, not going to say their names. I know some men who sit there and not only pay child support, but every time they get their chance to be with their child, they spend money on the child. They buy food for the child, clothes for the child, school supplies for the child. They help the child with their homework, but they still paying child support. But you don't see any of these mothers jumping up talking about some, oh, well, he's doing all this, let's cut off the child support. Very few do that. I know a couple of females who did that, who said, well, he don't need to be on child support because he's taking care of his kids. And the government went and put him on child support anyways. Even when the woman said no, she's not going to do it, they put him on child support anyways. I've seen that happen too. So you see what I'm saying? So, like I said, this system is designed to keep the home unstable, to keep the home broken. Because if you look at it, there's a lot of things that happen in this country that is literally keeping the family broken, the family no longer whole. And the government goes at the disguise of freedom. Oh, you free. You have the freedom to do this and that. But really, in reality, they're trying to break the family because they realize with a broken home, not only do you make more money, but it's easier to control. Because if both parents are not there in a stable home situation, that messes with the child, believe it or not. And then when they grow up, who they're going to see as their new parent, as their new image. Anything that the government says, anything that's on TV, anything that can get in your head. So you got to realize all this is actually connected. And most people are like, oh, conspiracy. There's no conspiracy. They're doing it right in front of your face. They're not trying to hide it. There's no conspiracy about it. So my thing is that women need to understand that there are men out there who will take care of their kids. Don't put them in that situation to where you're torturing them because you felt like you made a wrong life decision and wasted your time with a man that you knew you shouldn't have been with in the first place. And so now you're making all men suffer for that. At the same time, men who don't do or don't take care of their kids need to step the fuck up. That's your seed. Take care of your seed. Spend time with your seed. Spend money on your seed. That's your seed. And there's plenty of good men out there who do this. I've seen it firsthand. I know people who are fathers who spend time with their kids and take care of their kids and love their kids and try to spend time with their kids. And I know situations where there are women who allow that to happen, but I also know there's situations to where women refuse to let a man be around the kid. Women refuse to let the man take care of the kid. And all they want is the money. So it's like you got this guy making $2,000 a month. You're making $2,000 a month. And you know damn well you can afford it. But instead you're like, okay, even though he only spent $150 and I spent $150 on this one child, I want him to pay for the whole $300 plus another extra $100. So now he's making $1,600 and you're making $2,400. And then you still claim, oh, it's hard. I still can't take care of him. Really? And then you increase his child support payments. So now he's struggling. So if he wants to get a new family, guess what? He can't take care of his family that he might have one or two extra child with because he's spending way more on one child that's with a different parent than he would on the two kids that he's with. Do you see what I'm saying? So is the system unfair? Yes, it is. I say if you want the system to be fair, if women want child support to still be around, they should do like they did in several states. Me and a coworker was actually talking about this, and he told me his brother's real good with numbers, and it's actually a good idea that the government actually end up saving money. But like I said, saving money ain't the same as, basically they can get it to where it can be a program similar to WIC, where you can only buy certain products with the child support payment. Child support payment goes on the card. And with that card, you can only buy anything that's for the child, that makes rational sense to be for the child, and that's it. And then you have to take those receipts of everything you buy, turn those in, and show them that you're actually buying and paying for the stuff for the child. Do you really think women would be on board with that? A good woman would. Like, okay, I had no problem with that because I already spend a good amount of money for my child anyways. You know what I'm saying? I already spend the child support payment for my child anyways. I don't have no problem with that. Do you see what I'm saying? But a woman who's not doing that would be like, oh, this is bull crap, and they're trying to keep us down and this and that. Come on now, grow up. Just grow the hell up. One thing that's going to make this country better is if we start getting families to be whole again. And as long as these families are split apart, it's not going to be whole. This country's always going to be broken down and torn apart because the family is not whole. Once you broke down the family, you ruined it. Once you allowed the family to be broken down, you ruined it. With this propaganda and with all this other bull crap that's going on, you ruined it. And that's the biggest problem. So, in order for us to make it a better country, a better state, we need to start using common sense. Okay, and common sense says that each parent needs to take care of their child. It doesn't matter if you're no longer in a relationship. Take care of your seed. You see what I'm saying? And I know people like, oh, well, you ain't got no kids. Of course I ain't got no kids. Because I've seen how women are nowadays. And it seemed like only thing they care about is getting a guy pregnant. Not all women, but majority of the females that I'm around, all they care about is getting the guy pregnant so they can take his money. I'm single. Okay? I only make so much a month. It's still hard for me to pay my bills. So how in the hell do you think I'm going to be able to afford $400 or $500 child support payments? And when I'm single, I can't hardly pay my own damn bills. How do you think that's possible? Why do you think I don't have any kids? If I can't afford to take care of myself, why would I put myself in a situation to bring a child into the world that I can hardly afford to take care of, just for her to choose that, oh, I don't want to be with you anymore. I fell out of love with you. And then say, but I'm putting you on child support. Do you see what I'm saying? To me, that doesn't make any sense. To throw myself and put myself in that situation. You see what I'm saying? So my thing is we got to fix the home. The home is broken. We got to fix it. Because if we don't fix it, it's just going to remain like this. And it's going to get worse and worse and worse. You know what I'm saying? And like I said, to all the men out there who take care of their kids, I congratulate you. I respect you. You know what I'm saying? One love to you, okay? To all the women who take care of their kids and hold it down because, their situation, I got love and respect for you. Hold it down. Thank you for doing what you do. I appreciate what you do. But the thing is, we need to stop making it look like that all women are helpless and all men are dogs, because that's not true. Okay? I don't know where they got that concept from. It's not true. Okay? There's a lot of good men out there and there's a lot of strong women out there. There's women out there who be like, I don't need your money. I'll do this myself. Do you see what I'm saying? And there's a lot of men out there that be like, hey, I want to be around a child. I want to help and take care of my child. But we're not idolizing that. We're idolizing the wrong thing. And that's the reason why we're getting worse, worse, and worse. We live in a society that doesn't idolize the goodness in people. Because when you turn on the news, what all do you see? There's plenty of people in the hood who do a lot of good things, but you never hear about it. Why? Because the news want to keep force feeding you this bull crap, making you think that everything is evil, making you think, oh, this is the norm. So you think it's the norm. So that's what you follow. When it's not true. There are plenty of good people out there who take care of their kids. There's plenty of good men out there who take care of their kids. And there's plenty of good women out there who respect the men who take care of their kids and try to work and come together with that situation. You see what I'm saying? So do some women have it hard? Yes. Do some men have it hard? A lot of men have it hard, actually. Yes. But the thing is, we need to stop making it look like it's one-sided when it's really not. You know what I'm saying? So as far as like the child support thing goes, like, my thing is, if y'all split up, if you were still spending $300 together on the child, y'all should split the $300. She spends her $150 like she usually do. He spends his $150 like he usually do. Because y'all being separated is not gonna mean the child, oh, he's all of a sudden gonna need more money spent on him. Do you see what I'm saying? Because you gotta remember, when y'all both split up and you're not seeing anybody, you're both officially single, which means you're both gonna have to officially pay your own bills. So if you're making $2,000, if she's making $2,000, he's making $2,000, and y'all both spend like $150 on the child each. When y'all split up, it should still be that way. Even though you have your own bills, it should still be $150 for each, and while you're still paying your own bills, because that child is still being taken care of. But sitting up there making him pay the whole $300, and then more on top of that, and then he still got to pay his bills, and then he has to get a second job. And you got plenty of women say, well, I had to get a second job and this and that. So you mean to tell me that with child support, you still have to get a second job? You know, you can child support. Because you claim the child support is not enough. But when you was together, you didn't spend that much on the child to begin with in the first place. Do you see what I'm saying? That's basically making her income increase exponentially and then he gets nothing. But you have these same females who sit up there and want to talk about equal pay, but yet this ain't equal. Child support ain't equal. It's garnered to help the woman more than the man. And people refuse to see that, especially some females. Females refuse to see that when it comes to child support, you win no matter what. When you go in that courtroom, and this is people who told me from their personal experience, when you go in that courtroom, it's like, bam, oh, the man gets slapped with it. But you have to prove that the woman is unfit. When you go in that courtroom, the man is automatically unfit. You have to prove the woman is unfit. And the only reason why they had the situation is they said that one of the judges explaining that she's the one who's carrying the child. It's like, wow. So because biologically, by nature, she's carrying this child for 9 months, she automatically has absolute say so when it comes to that. But then y'all turn around and say y'all want equal pay, but y'all not treating that situation equally. You see what I'm saying? And yes, the mother does carry the child for 9 months. I'm not knocking that. What I'm saying is, don't use that as your argument to make an excuse for you to mess over the man and say that he automatically loses no matter what. Because some people do use that as an argument. Oh, I carried the child for 9 months. So you basically telling the man he's not even the father, that the child's not even his, that it's completely yours because you carried it for 9 months. Sorry that we weren't designed to carry kids, okay? But the thing is, you can't sit up there and tell a man that he has no say-so over his own child or own situation because he's just a sperm donor, because that's what you're looking at him as. You know what I'm saying? If we're going to start coming together, we need to start helping each other. And the best way to do that is start coming up with compromises and start coming up with some type of method or some type of way to help each other out, man. And that's what I believe about it. You know, it's difficult. It's not easy for a single person to make it in on their own. So how you think it's gonna be easy for a single person with a child to make it? And as far as like the after school activities and programs and stuff like that, there are still fathers. Okay, there's some in my family who still do the after school activities. I got tongue tied and a motherfucker. Who still do the after school activities with their child. So you can't sit up there and say that that's not what they're doing. Because to me, that's bullcrap. And like I keep telling people, there are good men out there who take care of their kids. Stop knocking these dudes, making it look like they don't do anything when they're actually taking care of their kid, they're actually taking care of the seed. Because to me, that pisses me off. You making all men look bad based off the options and the ignorance of a few. You see what I'm saying? So it's like, what can we, I want to hear your opinions on this. We're watching this video. What can we do to make it better, to where, what law do they need to pass, or how do they need to redesign the child support thing to where it's fair towards both parents? Because I'm like this, if a man spending time with his child, he loves his child, you shouldn't what's the word I'm looking for? You basically shouldn't make him suffer because he's a man, you know? And it, like I said, that law is designed to be one way. That's basically what that law is. It's designed to be one way. And then that's it. You know what I'm saying? So to me, I believe in order for it, in order to be more effective, the law need to be designed much better. But at the same time, we need to start promoting a healthy family home with two parents at home taking care of the kids. We need to promote that, because if we don't promote that enough and push that out there enough, it's going to fail. So, like I said, I got love and respect for all the men and women who do take care of their kids, who do look after their kids, who do hold it down for their kids. And I do got a lot of love and respect for them. I got love and respect for women who actually sit there not ignorant about the situation about the man being in their child's life. You know what I'm saying? Don't make the man suffer because of a decision that you made or because of the situation that you've been in with that man. You know what I'm saying? That's not fair. Either way it go, separation is hard for everybody. But it's worse on the kid. Because that kid's born into the world with those parents, with those people in his life. And so with him being new to life and for that to be separated like that and that's all he's known, it's harder on him than it is on you. You already grown. You already been through life experience. You already know what it's like to go through things in life. So to sit up there and do that, and I don't know, man. Like, what are your thoughts, man? So that's all. That's all. Whoever sees this video, passing around, whatever. What are your thoughts on it? You know what I'm saying? Gots to do better. All right, man. I'll let y'all.